Good morning, everyone. Today is exciting because we're going to be extra touristy today. In London, we've got a full itinerary. We are going to the Buckingham Palace. We're going to the London Eye. We're going to do the London Eye. We are going to Westminster. We're going to Abbey Road to take a picture where the Beatles walked. We are going to the Imperial War Museum where they have all of Winston Churchill's stuff, which I know my grandpa is really excited about. And we are going to see Big Ben. So, I have a very full day to take you guys on. I know the past couple days have been kind of here and there, but today, I guarantee you, there will be a lot of information and a lot of video footage. So, without further ado, let's go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the palace. I am super excited. We have a tour at 10:30. We showed up a little bit early, so now we are just getting some must-do photos and walking around and looking at the palace. So I'm gonna go show you around while we're here and just hanging out. Got some garden work going on here. Look at the big, beautiful gate. What do you think?
It is just marvelous.
It is, isn't it?
Marvelous.
Just look at the gate, though. It's just so pretty. And then back in there, you've got the guards standing by beside the police. And then you've got this really tall, beautiful fountain. And there's statues all around the fountain. And I've already shown you that gate. We went and took pictures by that gate and it was nice. Nice and fun. I don't know where Hunter went. It's a beautiful day here in London. I'm actually wearing shorts today. That's how beautiful it is. It's been very, very cold, but I actually got to wear some shorts today that I bought in Primark yesterday. Oh, that's me. What do you think?
It's definitely very big.
That is true.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Sheer magnitude, but like the police officer said, the front part is just a big facade.
Yeah.
Everything that is actually important is actually behind this big front wall.
Yes.
So
the front of the Buckingham Palace, like if you can see back there where all of these people are going, that is where the actual palace starts. The front of this whole building is just a huge facade, a grand facade. It's beautiful though. Here behind the fountain, if you look right behind it, that is the London Eye, and that is what we're going to be going on later tonight. We're taking like a little afternoon around 5 o'clock go around the London Eye. Okay, so we were talking to a police officer that was standing guard when we were trying to find our way to Buckingham Palace earlier, and he told us because he was standing guard and not letting pedestrians in. And so we wanted to know why. Well, it's because through this gate where you see those guards, that building that they're guarding, that white building, is actually Prince Charles' house, where he physically resides to this day. That is so cool. He lives 6 months in Scotland, and then 6 months out of the year he lives here in that white house. So, fun fact for you.
You think that's it? The old one?
Something is happening right here.
Okay, so the bleachers are filled. Okay.
So getting it down the side there if you want to get a bit closer.
Okay.
What is happening?
Yeah.
It's the practice for the troop in the colour. So it's just a practice.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What is the troop in the color?
Traditional thing every year the army do this little parade thing for about an hour.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Show thing.
When do
When
they
is,
actually?
yeah.
I think it's a Sunday.
Okay, so what we just saw is called the trooping the trooping of the color, also referred to as the Memorial March, which is for the Queen's birthday in June. It's a practice for the Queen's birthday in June. So we kind of just witnessed the birthday celebration of the Queen herself.
This is really cool.
Really, really cool. Just by accident, we saw it from far away. So we went and we were like, okay, what is that? And we found out it's practice for the Queen's birthday, so super cool. Also, we're about to meet for our tour of Buckingham Palace. And we're meeting by this statue, which is called the Duke of York statue. And there's our lovely grandparents just sitting on the steps waiting for us. So yeah.
I think I've introduced myself. My name's Rob. I'm a full-time London guide now, but it really all comes down to my love of London from one day when my dad took me here when I was about 8 years old. We went to see the changing of the guards at Buckingham Palace, and I think ever since then I was hooked on London, and I knew I always really wanted to do it, so it's a real great privilege to be able to take people around and show them the same sort of sights. So the changing of the guard, well, what exactly is it we're going to see today? Well, like a lot of things in Britain, it looks like a really crazy, complicated thing, but there is a real reason behind it. So the changing of the guards is basically the shift change of the Queen's guards, the guards that guard the royal family. And there are 3 locations. The Horse Guards Parade, which is where the band is all practicing now, as you can hear in the background. There is St James's Palace, which is the Queen's official residence. That's a location of the Royal Court. But think of that as the Queen's office where she works. And then there's Buckingham Palace, and this is the Queen's residence in London. It's where she actually lives. So if she wants to like put her feet up at the end of the day, she'll be in Buckingham Palace. If she's meeting people on official duty, she'll be in St James's Palace. And all the regiments of the Guards and Household Cavalry will be on parade, a huge parade where all of them have their regimental bands. So today's practice for that. So
This huge
they do it every year, yeah.
building around, what is that?
The building all around here, this is known as Horse Guards Parade, the parade ground, and the building at the back is Horse Guards. So this is the official home of the Household Cavalry, the 2 regiments. There are 2 regiments, the Life Guards, the Blues and Royals. They're based as their London headquarters in that building.
So this red road, the entryway is down there, and then there's this red road, and at the very end of this red road, it's the Buckingham Palace. They say that this road is red to act like a large red carpet for the Queen when she arrives to Buckingham Palace. Just a fun little tidbit.
So this is 2 memorials together. So at the top we've got King George VI, and he was the father of the Queen Elizabeth II, the current Queen. And he was the king through World War II, very much loved king. And his wife was called Queen Elizabeth, she was the mother of the current Queen Elizabeth. So we know her as Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. And she was alive for a very, very long time. So when they built the memorial to King George VI, they left an empty space for his wife, Queen Elizabeth. And it was there empty for a good 50 years because she lived a very, very long life. So the 2 memorials are quite a long way apart. Now, the Queen Mother, she was particularly fond of racing, racehorses. And so they've made another memorial to show some of the highlights of her life on either side. It's by an artist called Paul Day. He's a really clever artist, I think. It's just, the way he makes sculptures stand out. So we're just going to have a quick look, and you can see how clever it is. I really like how you've got all on their uniform. It's 2 buttons, so this means they're members of the Coldstream Guard. And they've got their bugler at the back, he's the sergeant, and the man who's in charge is the one that carries the sword at the very back. So what they're doing is leaving St James's Palace, and then they're going back to Buckingham Palace to join the rest of the guards, and they'll be going excuse me, they'll be going back to the barracks afterwards. Now the Queen was somewhat surprised by this, but you've got to admire her cool. She just played it cool. And
We're
said,
watching the
how
changing
very
of the
nice to
guards
meet you."
happen
Just,
right now.
While I'm talking now, I'll point out this is now the next part of the changing of the guards. So we've got the next guards going off to St James's Palace. I'm proud of that. It meant when she went to visit.
During World War II,
Really badly bombed.
Buckingham Palace was bombed 9 times.
Our house bombed too. And that was a very important moment for
And
London.
on this
World War
balcony
II, the Germans,
is where all of the royal famous pictures are taken. And after marriage ceremonies, they'll come out to this balcony and they'll share a famous kiss. So through these gates is Green Park, and the reason they call it Green Park is because there are never any flowers in the park. And the reason for that is, back in the day, one of the kings was married to a lady called Catherine of Braganza, and she was Portuguese. And that king had around 13 mistresses. Those are mistresses that have been counted. We don't know the total. But once she found out that he was going to Green Park to pick flowers for his mistresses, she was furious that she wasn't getting any flowers and that the mistresses were. So she ordered the guards and the gardeners to go out into the park and pick all the flowers from the park. And since then, in the 1600s, there's never been another flower in that park. Very interesting. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Westminster, and that is Big Ben. Not the clock, but the bell inside the clock. Super, super cool, and this is such a gorgeous building. So, so, so pretty. That was the room in which he decided he was going to do all of his business, Winston Churchill. Hello again from, what park are we in? I think Jubilee Park. Ooh, my camera is dying, not good. We are about to do the London Eye, which is through those trees. I don't know if you can see it. It's a humongous Ferris wheel. We have done a lot today. Been a very, very, very fun day. So right now we're just chilling out before we get on our London Eye experience at 5:45. We have a 4D experience to do, and then we have the London Eye experience to do. So we have had a very fun, very full day, and I'm so excited for you guys to be on this trip with me and coming along with me, and I will show you a little bit from way up there when we get up there, and I'm going to try to conserve my camera battery for right now, so I will see you when we're up at the top. We're on the London Eye. There's Big Ben, and here's the rest of the city. Very cool. We're about to be at the very top.
Would you like to come here?